Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111 here with your March twin flame journey. So what I decided to do, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this, but I thought, you know what, let me do something a little different. I wanted to do, because a lot of people are asking me about, hey, are you going to do like the horoscope signs, the sun sign readings? So instead, I thought what I would do is I would do a monthly reading for divine masculine and feminine based on weeks. So first, second, third, and fourth week. And so what I did was I incorporated what the lesson is for each week, where the masculine is each week, and where the feminine is each week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And by the way, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. First week of March, we have the forgiveness card. So for divine masculine, this is about acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So there's an energy in the first week. And by the way, this is all about their connection together, okay? So if he's got resentment, or if he feels she has resentment, this is an energetic block, okay? This is about applying forgiveness to this connection because it is blocking the way of their connection. So let's drill down further about what's going to continue, what's going to happen during the first week of March for divine masculine as he's learning to forgive, as he is learning to release this resentment that he may be harboring towards divine feminine, or releasing any of that unforgiveness that maybe he feels that divine feminine is harboring against him. Okay, so what's the energy of forgiveness here for divine masculine the first week? Chariot. This is about the energy of balancing out the shadow and the light, forgiveness, unforgiveness. And he's trying to find strength in that. So there is strength in moving forward. He's trying to find his strength to balance himself to move forward as the King of Cups, okay? As a king who is in his emotions, who has mastered his emotions, and who is ready, Six of Pentacles, to give his love and to receive it. There is some strategy, Seven of Swords happening. I feel like this is strategy, not deceit. There is strategy happening about this Fool's energy, about how to start the journey over. Because why? Five of Swords. He feels like he has lost his feminine, and he wants to move out of this loss. This is the Wheel card. So right away, straight up, first week of March, there's this energy of forgiveness that he's dealing with, forgiving himself even for sabotaging the connection, forgiving her for her reaction to what has happened. So there is a big lesson around forgiveness for divine masculine. He's gaining his strength to balance himself to move forward so that he's in his heart space, able to give and receive, able to strategize how to come forward towards a new journey and come out of this defeated energy. And what is defeating him is this unforgiveness. What is the lesson for divine feminine? Patience. You guys watched my reading this week. Patience. She is learning that she has to accept everything happens in divine order. Read that. I accept that everything happens in divine order. This is her lesson this week. Divine feminine's lesson this week is to operate in patience. Okay? First card out, Judgment. There's probably a lot of evaluation, further enlightenment, but I also feel like there's some judgment of divine masculine. Why is he taking so long? Okay, what does Judgment have to do with? Four of Pentacles. This is about a stubborn energy. So this is about, movement. This is about communication. This is about not telling people what you're thinking, what you're feeling. So she's judging this connection, perhaps his evolution. And that's why patience is important. Okay, typically I would say that she's holding on to her evaluation. She's holding on to, this energy of rebirthing the connection. But because it comes with a lesson of patience, what I really feel like is there's this judgment that is occurring, that we're in the same darn place. The next card is the Tower. The Tower is all about change coming in. This is about rebuilding, because it clarifies with the Empress. This is her going through this Tower moment that she's been through and having patience to rise up as the Empress, okay? For this new beginning. Ace of Wands in this connection. Lovers. Finally, Page of Wands. This is what she's waiting for, this communication. But Seven of Cups, it's chaotic, it's procrastinated. We don't know if we're going to get it. So that's why it's about being patient. Seven of Cups is an energy of, having options. Seven of Cups is an energy of, I don't know which cup to choose from. I don't know where my happiness lies. I don't know how to move forward. I'm chaotic in my head. I'm cloudy in my head. And this is why patience is important, because then she can ground, she can rise up, she can evaluate better, because she does know, as divine feminine, as the enlightened feminine, that yes, this connection is not moving at this time. We're rebuilding from this tower. We do want this new beginning of this divine partnership, and this message, this Page of Wands, it's going to rebirth when it's time. The communication will come when it's time. By the way, let me just switch gears real quick. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck for the lessons is honesty. This came up in my reading that I just did this week. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This is all about truth and honesty, being your authentic self to each other, not lying to each other, not deceiving each other. Bottom of the deck for masculine is Six of Wands and the World. He is successfully ending a major cycle here this month. And for divine feminine, it is this contract, the Hierophant card and the King of Pentacles. This is her divine masculine. She knows that this spiritual connection, there is going to be change this month. The second week for divine masculine and feminine, masculine's dealing with denial. This is what he's going to be dealing with. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. This is this energy right here, guys, of this forgiveness, trying to gain my strength to move forward. So it kind of seeps in to week 2. So week 2, we're dealing with denial. We're dealing with strength. We're dealing with personal power. We're trying to get rid of our fears. So this is where he was stuck. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, stuck in his fear, stuck in his head, stuck in his mental entrapment. Sorry, hit the light in. And Eight of Swords is covered by Seven of Cups. Clarified by Seven of Cups. Where do we get Seven of Cups? Right here, where she's being patient. He's stuck in his confusion. He's stuck in his fear. He's stuck in his chaos. He's in decision making about this message, Page of Wands, duped to her first week, duped to her Seven of Cups energy. He's thinking about it too, ladies. He's thinking about it too, divine feminines. He's thinking about, God, I've got to get over my fear and over my procrastination. I've got to get over myself to communicate. This devil's energy, was stuck in this devil's energy. What's he stuck in? Five of Cups, stuck in the past, stuck in his sadness, stuck in his victimization, not in his personal power. And finally, the Fool card, duped to the first week. But he's like, I want this new beginning. And Knight of Cups, I want to move forward with my offer of love. So there's a lot of desire, a lot of stuff percolating within the first 2 weeks. What's happening with feminine the second week of March? Trust. So she's got patience and now she has trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So here she's in an energy of trust. She's got to trust her intuition. She has to trust her guides. She's got to trust her angels, okay? Her intuition. And so that's what she's learning the second week. As she becomes more patient, she becomes more trusting and perhaps more grounded. First card out, obviously, to go with trust is the Hermit card. She goes within. She discovers more about herself, Knight of Cups, about how she wants to move forward in love with masculine. Trust could also be that this is about trusting divine masculine again, right? Magician, she wants to manifest. She's got the tools and the resource to manifest, but she's waiting. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is an energy of it's off in the horizon, waiting for her ships to come in. She knows that he's the one who needs to be the fire energy, the active energy in this connection. Here's the connection, the Lover's card, and it's clarified by the Eight of Wands. There's this desire to communicate and move forward in their connection, but this offer, Page of Cups, has to come from the King of Pentacles, but this is Knight of Pentacles. This offer, this apology, this communication. We've got two cards of Page of Wands, Page of Cups, first and second week. She's very much in an energy of talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, please. But she knows it needs to come slowly but surely, thoughtfully and loyally. Okay? So that's why she's being patient. That's why she needs to trust. These are her lessons. For masculine, he's got to forgive himself for how he sabotaged things. He's got to forgive her for this conflict that they've been in so that he can gain his strength to open his heart again, to come forward in victory. He's got to get over this denial, replace that fear with strength so that he can come out of this confusion, make the decision to communicate, get out of this stuck energy of being sad and move towards a new beginning in love. Okay? Here's where stuff starts to shift in the third week, third and fourth week. First card out for Divine Masculine, third week in March. Loneliness. Oh, I had to sneeze. Hold on. Whew, okay, didn't come out. Loneliness. He's in the energy of loneliness. I know that I am never alone, okay? So he's feeling a little lonely. He's feeling lonely because here he's been in an energy of I want to get into my strength. I want to move towards her. I know I sabotage this. I want her forgiveness. I need to be in my strength. So now in the third week, it's starting to really get to him. He's in loneliness. He's feeling lonely. And so as he's feeling lonely, what is happening to him in his energy during the third week of March? King of Pentacles, Duke to the King of Pentacles, which is the bottom of her deck. King of Pentacles, he starts to become more grounded, becomes more stable, but he's full of burden, 10 of Wands. But I like it though, because he's cycling to the end of his burden so he can give her the Ace of Wands. So he's cycling in the third week, okay? He's lonely. This is a big burden for him, okay? His Queen of Wands, his fiery queen, is his Empress. He's feeling lonely without her. Who's the Queen of Wands? Empress. Who's the Empress? Divine Feminine. Okay? So he's like feeling lonely without her. He's burdened. He's back in his sadness again. 5 of Cups, duped to week 2. What's this sadness? He's finally starting to come out of it. Chariot. We got the Chariot here in the first week. So it took him a couple of weeks to process, but now he's coming out of his sadness. He's coming out of this devil's energy, devil and 5 of Cups. He's coming out of it again here too, okay? He's got the strength because why? He wants this union. He's ready for this union. This loneliness made him want this union and move towards an 8 of Wands. We already got the 8 of Wands with the Lovers in the second week for Divine Feminine. So like it's almost like a week before she kind of feels it coming, all right? So now what's happening in the third week for Divine Feminine? Humor. Choosing to focus on the lighter side of life. She's got to take things with a grain of salt. She's got to take things in a humorous way. Life gets too serious. Life gets very daunting when it's too serious. I'm not saying not to take the journey seriously, but you know what? Adding a little humor to the things that you guys have gone through and been through does the body good, does the spirit good. So humor, patience, trust, have a sense of humor. What about humor in the third week? Queen of Cups. This gets her into the heart space. Gets her into her heart space with her King of Swords, who's going to come forward as a man of integrity and honesty. The 4 of Pentacles. Here she is again. 4 of Pentacles. She already had it with Judgment. She's guarded because she's got the burden too. 10 of Wands. He's got the 10 of Wands as well in his third week with the King of Pentacles card. So now the burden for her becomes, shit, we're still not moving. In the first week, second week's gone by. Now the third week, we're still not moving. We're stuck. Hanged man. What's stuck? We're stuck in this repetitive cycle. 4 of Cups. Because I'm ready for this 10 of Cups. Ace of Cups clarifies. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this big love. I'm ready. She's ready. And so now it's like because she's so ready, she's starting to get impatient. So this is the week. Find your sense of humor. Hopefully you already learned this lesson here, week 1. So now as Divine Masculine is gaining his power, getting rid of his burden, coming out of sadness, wants to move forward towards this union with his Empress. What happens in week 4? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. He's operating in love. Remember, first week out, King of Cups, the match to the Queen of Cups in Divine Feminine space. Okay? So what happens in the fourth week with Divine Masculine? He's operating in love. 8 of Wands. He wants to communicate again, and this he has it here in the third week and now in the fourth week. This is about moving out of separation. 5 of Pentacles. He's ready to move out of separation because he's healed. Temperance card. He's ready. He's healed. He's been patient. Eight of Pentacles clarifies that. That means he's been doing his hard work. He's been doing his mastery. And now he's ready to end the Death card, this hermit phase that he's been in. And he's ready to continue on the journey towards his Queen of Cups, who's Queen of Cups, Divine Feminine, in the 3rd week. Oh my God! I'm so excited. I'm telling you, I already felt like things were going to shift this month, okay? Now, 4th week, Divine Feminine, empathy. So he's going to communicate with her in the 4th week of March. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. So when he comes forward with his truth, you've got to empathize. You've got to see his side. He has to see your side. Remember, he's coming with being in this state of love. He's coming from his heart space, okay? He's coming with his heart towards Divine Feminine, Queen of Cups, matched to the King of Cups. So now, she, 4th week, now that communication is arriving, she's got to be open to seeing both sides of the situation, because here we go, 8 of Wands. Here's the communication again. 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords. This is about moving out of the stalemate, just like he's moving out of separation. She's like, I'm moving out of this stalemate. I'm ready. My King of Wands, my action king, the match to the Queen of Wands, who's clarified by the Empress, who is Divine Feminine. My action king comes forward with his action, Knight of Wands, towards this union, 2 of Cups, to build this 10 of Cups, which we already have in the 3rd week. Because why, people? Why? Temperance and 8 of Pentacles. The same exact combination as Divine Masculine. You can't make this up. Look at this. Temperance, 8 of Pentacles. Temperance, 8 of Pentacles. This is what happens when you do the work. I'm telling you, I've always felt that things were going to change in March, and I felt the unions were going to occur again in April. This is the energy that I'm reading today, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. I feel it happening. We've got the King and the Queen of Cups. We've got the Empress here, ready to rebirth, okay? We've got this connection. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. We've got the masculine. We've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. We've got the masculine taking action because he's learning to forgive. He's getting into his strength. He's understanding by this energy of this loneliness that he wants his feminine. He wants union with his feminine. And then finally, in the 4th week, once he's felt that loss and that desire again, he comes forward to make a move towards coming out of separation. And feminine, she's learned patience. This has been a long journey. She's learned patience. She's learned to trust herself and the universe. She's found her sense of humor. And now that she's done these 3 things, she can be empathetic towards the masculine's journey and what he's gone through, what she's gone through, so that they can move forward in love because they're both healed. They've both worked hard on their healing. That, my friends, is the energy for the month of March, for this collective that I've been channeling for almost a year and a half now. So if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, everybody.